My dad gave the business to my brother, so I left. I'd been working for my dad since I was 15, started as his helper, carrying tools and learning the trade. By the time I was 18, I could install a new boiler or fix a busted pipe faster than guys who'd been doing it for decades. My older brother Jake was off at university studying accounting, telling everyone who'd listen that plumbing was beneath him. Dad had asbestosis from his construction days, so his breathing was getting worse every year. Around 2020, Jake moved back from the city and started doing the books. Meanwhile, I was basically running everything. We went from just me and Dad with one van to 50 vans on the road. Each van had a qualified plumber and a trainee. COVID nearly killed us at first, but we bounced back harder than before. Friday was the only day I still got my hands dirty. Dad would work a half day with me, then we'd head back to my place for beers. It was our thing. Rest of the week, I was handling scheduling, payroll, customer complaints, supply orders, everything. Jake sat in the office playing with spreadsheets. Last month, Dad called a family meeting. Mom was there, Jake's wife Emma, everyone. Dad looked tired, more tired than usual. He said he was stepping down completely, wanted to spend his remaining good years with Mom. Then he dropped the bomb. I'm giving the business to Jake. He's got the education, the business degree, and he's got kids to think about. I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. 12 years I'd been there. 12 years of waking up at 6 a.m., dealing with emergency calls at midnight, building this thing from nothing. Jake looked smug, like he'd been expecting this. What about me? I asked. You'll go back to being a heating engineer. Still good money, don't worry. 20,000 pounds less than what I was making. 20,000. After everyone left, I cornered Dad in his workshop. Jake deserves it, he said, not looking at me. He went to university. He's got Emma and the kids. You're single, you don't have responsibilities like that. That stung worse than the demotion. Like my life meant less because I hadn't gotten married yet. Jake called the business worthless 4 years ago, I said. Said it wasn't worth his time. People change, Dad muttered. The next morning I walked into the office and Jake was already sitting in Dad's chair, feet up on the desk. He had this checklist printed out, changes he wanted to make. Cut the coffee budget, reduce the van cleaning schedule, switch to cheaper uniforms. We need to streamline operations, he said, like he'd learned it from some business podcast. Tommy, one of our best plumbers, pulled me aside during lunch. Boss, whatever you're thinking of doing, half the crew's ready to follow you out that door. That's when I made the decision. I walked back into the office where Jake was on the phone with some supplier, acting like he knew what he was talking about. Dad was there too, showing him the ropes. I quit, I said. They both looked up. Jake actually laughed. You can't quit. You work for me now, he said. Watch me.